Just got back from Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, and I gotta say, it was pretty good. Certainly was not half as bad as I was kind of expecting, which is good. You should go into movies like that. You should go into movies thinking this is probably gonna be terrible, because then it's probably not gonna be that terrible. The acting was pretty good all around. The character interpretations of this, like Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Captain Hook, really disturbing. Besides Wendy, who's really just like a normal girl, Tinkerbell, pretty disturbing, especially how that whole thing kind of wraps up. Yikes. Captain Hook, goodness gracious, could you be any crazier? Peter Pan himself, I would say he looked like, to me, like Brad Dourif as Deadpool, acted like Heath Ledger Joker a little bit. It felt very much derivative of the Joker in The Dark Knight. Definitely not bad. Certainly not bad, but I kind of felt that way. Like, he had a lot of the Heath Ledger isms, like the flicking of the tongue, kind of like the stammery way he delivers lines. Gore, goodness, the gore went pretty crazy in this one. Scalping, stabbing, amputations, needles, which always makes me wince. I was squirming, honestly. The sound design is quite good. A lot of mutilation, flecks of torture in here too. It's more so like evidence of torture than like torture actually happening, but damn, it's pretty disturbing, pretty effective. As a filmmaking wise, I'll say there was some pretty bad image tracking in the beginning that really caught my eye, especially when a person turns or like closes a book. An image on the book looks pretty bad, and they do it a couple times. They do it a lot. Things on screens and such. The effects for the gore looked very good, very seamless. If there was CGI implemented, I could not tell. I thought it was damn good. The acting overall the acting, not bad. Certainly not bad. I would actually say that the best acted role, in my opinion, was Tinkerbell. I thought she was able to deliver a very like soft empathy in this very fucked up setting and situation. I just really got to give it to that actor because they really pulled it off. I felt disturbed by the role and also saddened by it at the same time. To be honest, I mean, did not expect to get like deep into the characters for this one, but I gotta say Tinkerbell kind of ended up working for me. Captain Hook felt really thrown in there, but the inclusion was cool, and it was very much Captain Hook by very loose association. I wonder if Captain Hook is actually not copyright free. That would make sense, because this was not really a Captain Hook. It was kind of something else. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and rate the thing. I'm going to rate its merit based on 3 factors, the first of which is gore. Now, of course, not every good movie has to have gore, although it does help. And especially for this channel, I'm going to give the gore a very solid 9 out of 10. As I said, very good gore, very good effects. Definitely get your barf bags ready for this one. Next up, I got to ask, actually though, is it scary? So this is an amalgamation of the disturbing nature of it. If something is more disturbing, that will contribute to a higher score. Are there jump scares, and how good were they? A lot of poorly done jump scares compared to well done jump scares will kind of move the notch in either direction. And of course, is it suspenseful, and just what were the vibes, A lot can contribute to the actually though, is it scary? And I'm going to say this is a solid 7 out of 10. There were probably like 2 or 3 jump scares that didn't quite work for me, but several that did, though. There were a few that got me, I can't lie, pretty good. Definitely got me jolting, and the disturbing nature, especially because there are kids at the heart of this, that will also contribute to a higher score in this category. Just automatically, if you put kids in there, it raises the stakes. So I'm going to give this a very solid 7 out of 10. Like I said, there's some jump scares that didn't work, and there were some moments that I could feel they were going for scary, but they just ended up goofy for me, a little bit too much, which, you got to strike that balance, of course. but still 7 out of 10 is respectable. Like, that's pretty good. And then finally, why does this exist? Should this exist? Basically, objectively, how good a film is it, kind of, is what I'm getting at here. And does this have reason to be in the world? I'll say that overall, it's not a bad film, but I really don't feel right putting a super high score in here. It just doesn't seem right. The best part about this was actually Tinkerbell for me, shockingly enough, and the gore being very, very good, but I will give it a 5 out of 5 on the basis that I am intrigued for this poopniverse idea, and I'm definitely going to give Bambi a shot. My dog's name is actually Bambi, so that's going to be interesting. Anyways, so that leads to a complete score of 21 out of 30. Yay! That's good. That's pretty good. Actually, quite a bit better, like I said, than I initially thought. But the gore and the very disturbing nature helps contribute to that overall score. So this is a pretty gay movie. Absolutely. Bye.